When it comes to moral degradation and its global epicenter, the degenerate trash city of Los Angeles, nothing surprises me anymore. But this We Spa farce has plumbed new depths of debasement. A video that went viral on Twitter showed a customer at We Spa complaining about a man exposing his genitals to women and little girls in the female area of the spa. The staff at We Spa responded by defending the individual's right to do this, claiming it was an expression of his sexual orientation. Yeah, really. Then the CEO of a trans lobby group who was interviewed by CBS Los Angeles said the woman who complained was, quote, horrible and had practiced, quote, violence against the individual who had flashed his genitals. And it's highly likely that the same individual was the subject of a 2018 complaint from a different woman who wrote about a naked man in the female shower section bragging about how many women he'd slept with. Los Angeles Magazine then highlighted a report from another spa in the city where a similar incident occurred. A rep for Century Day and Night Spa on Olympic Boulevard recalls a similar situation just weeks before the pandemic shut them down in spring 2020, in which a trans woman with everything reflected female on her driver's license caused an uproar among cisgender female clients by exposing male genitals in the female pools and lockers. She wouldn't really use the spas, she just sat at the corner of the pool with her feet in the water and her legs spread, or took front-facing showers, the rep recalls. People began to feel uncomfortable. It became very disruptive. When the spa finally confronted her, she was adamant that the spa should attempt to normalize young girls and women viewing male genitalia. And today we learned about another incident at We Spa that occurred in January 2020, where a person with a beard and a penis got into a hot tub naked with a woman's 6-year-old daughter. So to be clear, these individuals aren't just trans people minding their own business. They're perverts in the women's section, openly provoking people and deliberately exposing themselves to kids and getting away with it by hiding behind the false claim of trans identity. So dangerous bigots who oppose the idea of children being exposed to male genitalia responded by organising a protest outside We Spa on Saturday. And guess who showed up to counter-protest? Antifa. Of course it was Antifa. Because apparently, anti-fascism now includes the open endorsement of the right of suspected nonces to show their meat and 2 veg to kids. What kind of demented idiot would think it would be good optics to show up and counter-protest and violently attack people who want to protect kids from perverts?
I'm getting the word nonce.
Remember back in 2017 when Antifa members were photographed carrying a sign that said, "No pedo bashing"? Remember how the media claimed it was all staged? Oh, Antifa would never support pedophilia. Really? Well, you might want to reassess that claim after what happened on Saturday. People who showed up to assert that kids shouldn't be exposed to testicles were viciously attacked by Antifa thugs. The mob surrounded and hit a woman with a skateboard. A street preacher was thrown to the ground and beaten. Another Christian preacher had his face split open. Another woman had her arm cut open with a knife. The mob assaulted a videographer. Another video journalist was assaulted with a club. A Hispanic couple were surrounded and had their signs ripped away. When a Latino man defended himself against the mob, police arrested him. They also tried to attack an Asian man wearing a rooftop Korean t-shirt. Others were also harassed and hounded by the mob. And again, for what? Protecting the right of children not to be exposed in public to male genitalia. It's no surprise to me that Antifa has firmly planted its flag in Camp Nonce. We've highlighted innumerable examples where prominent Antifa activists have turned out to be pedos and sex offenders. Their movement is just so righteously virtuous and morally upstanding, it just tends to attract those kind of people. They also previously attacked an anti-pedophilia event in Ireland.
Hands. Are we the baddies?
And let's not forget, the media is so beholden to defending Antifa and apologising for their rampant violent criminality that they go so far as to claim that the entire movement doesn't exist. Remember, this is the same media that puts Antifa on a par with the Allied troops who stormed Normandy, running towards machine gun fire over mine-riddled beaches to fight Hitler's fascist war machine, versus beating up a bunch of people who don't want their little girls to see some blokes schlong in the shower. Yeah, one of these things is not like the others. Let it forever be recorded in history that Antifa supports the right of biological males to show their genitalia to children. That's what they stand for. That's who they are. So when it comes to a historical judgment on who was on the right side of history, I'm fairly confident in asserting that it won't be them.